gives a yellow card to Amy Hayes that time. She kicked the ball across the net and it hit Tita Ahuna. That's the wrong person, by the way, to kick the ball at.
It all goes back to the UH Circle of Honor being the place that tells the story of University of Hawaii athletics. And you can't tell the story without these individuals. And I think Ann and Cindy are individuals that help tell the story.
People are saying it's because they are female journalists and they broke the barriers and everything. I don't think that's why they are really in here. I think they're in here because they're really good reporters.
I think they were strong women that were kind of ahead of the game. They knew about sports. They had a really good understanding of, I know, volleyball for sure.
Shaw called the right play, and they got a good side out.
Smith with the aggressive jump serve, but T. Williams with the aggressive T-bomb.
They wrote very intellectually, they were very informed, and they came to practice, and they knew the players, they knew the coaches.
They are just tremendous reporters, and their background's a little bit interesting.
Because they came in, like I said, in the early 80s. A lot of people like myself grew up reading their work and developed an interest in wanting to be a part of that profession.
The way they did it was just they told the stories. Always captures the emotions of the people competing in it. Just full, rich with just anecdotes and just emotion.
They were on the forefront of all this. They saw it way before it became the thing to do.
December 19th, there's that date again, 1982. Coach Shoji leads the Wahine to their first NCAA title with a come-from-behind win over the reigning champs USC in the 1982 final.
I just give them credit because people are so aware of women's athletics now, and even our other sports at UH.
Before it became a law, they made sure that they offered gender equity.
Back when they started, women's athletics were in the dark ages. We had terrible practice times, terrible practice situations. They've seen where we went from. Hey, Ann and Cindy, we wanted to take this time to acknowledge your careers and in particular, all that you've done to promote women's athletics, especially here at the University of Hawaii.
You're just terrific writers too, in their own styles.
Again, Cindy was also good at breaking down games and coverages, but Cindy was a sports editor on Guam. I just believe she was the first woman sports editor for a daily newspaper.
She was a really good reporter. She had a really interesting upbringing because she wanted to be an athlete too, and she got pushed back. But she tells me stories about how frustrated she was that they had to play in skirts when they basketball, and they only could go half court because they thought women couldn't play a full court on basketball. She went to UCLA, eventually went to Guam, and then came to the Honolulu Star Bulletin.
Their best part about their stories is you came away feeling like you knew the players or what they experienced or what they went through. She believed that if you work hard, if you're an athlete, student athlete particularly, that you deserve equal treatment. And that's what she did.
You know, they had their own style. They were not the same. They wrote differently. They wrote, in a lot of ways it was similar in the reporting, but it was their own kind of way to say it.
Ann, I believe, was a softball player in college. She's an excellent golfer. For her to take a sport that she really didn't have a lot of knowledge of and to become the foremost expert on it, she understood it, and she's so trusted in that sport that when Dave Shoji wanted his autobiography written, she wrote the Dave Shoji story.
I really respected them as reporters, and I think they respected me as a coach, and so there's kind of a mutual admiration for each other. We were all kind of family, so it was kind of neat that here's a media person who's really not involved with the team or with the university, but actually was part of the family.
It's over. Suzanne Aggie ends it. The PCAA Player of the Year, Hawaii, has won a national title.
They were so talented and so passionate about what they did, and especially passionate about the game of volleyball, that I feel like they were trailblazers for everybody.
They didn't make it a men versus women thing. They're just saying, why aren't women getting something better than this? Why don't they get the same rewards? Why don't they get the same coverage?
They don't get enough ink. You know, they deserve coverage. They deserve coverage as much as men deserve coverage.
Cindy and Ann set the tone for how you cover University of Hawaii volleyball, whether it's on the women's or men's side. And to this day, that their impact is felt because Hawaii still covers volleyball better than anybody in the country. And they set the tone for that.